Welcome back to Boku no Hero Academia.
It's the Baka no Hero because clearly, again, I will repeat this because now we're on we're on mic. Baka no Hero is clearly a joke that has not been made before.
Oh my god. So, this was a pretty good episode.
You can pretty much divide it into three sections. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Hawk section, the Endeavor section, and the Izuku section.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, like, I was not expecting Hawks to become a double agent.
I was not gonna pin that either. I was honestly expecting him to have found and confronted Dabi. I did not think this was gonna be a double agent situation.
And okay, I'm going to say something obvious here, but Hawk has wings. How could he secretly become a double agent? Because it's not like humans who can become double agents and hide their appearance. Like his wings will give them away.
Well, remember, he can get rid of those feathers if he really wants to. That was the whole thing we saw during the Endeavor fight. He can get rid of the wings. By dispersing those feathers.
Could he not regrow them?
I assume what he would probably do is disperse them and then hide them under his clothes. He'd line his clothing with the feathers on the inside. That'd probably be the best way to go about that. If he was going to go somewhere undercover. And he didn't want people to know who he was.
So he was talking to Dabi about potentially joining the villains.
Yeah, it seems like that was the idea to he was getting put through maybe a tester mission here to be can we actually trust you?
So then I'm just wondering how this will play out with Hawks fighting the heroes and everybody acting like Hawks turned to a villain?
Well, I don't know if he's even gonna be forced to actively fight. They might want him as an informant for the villains. That's kind of what he was getting at when he was arguing with Dabi. It's I can't reveal myself. That's how I get all the information you guys are after. If I drop the act, how the hell can I get the information for you people?
Huh. So he's more of a undercover double agent than out in the field.
Well, here's the thing. I still think Hawks is on the good guys team, but he's acting as a double agent. Technically a triple agent, I guess, because he's acting as a secret plant to get into the League of Villains, to get him from the inside, and then the League of Villains wants to use him as a plant in the Hero Society to get information on what's going on.
Then what's the third branch? You said triple.
Well, either way, he's betraying, right?
That would be double, though. Triple is if there's a third party that he's working for.
Would it be triple at that point? I get the count, but I mean, you're working on one side, right? To infiltrate one, which is then reusing you to go back and infiltrate again.
That would be double.
But aren't you a double agent when you're already infiltrating the first time? Because you're working on both sides?
Okay, I guess what you're getting at now.
Yeah, okay. Unless I'm misremembering or understanding the definition of how a double agent is, which I could very well be.
Hey, if we're wrong, leave it in the comments.
Yes! Yell at me specifically. I'm an idiot. I can take it.
And it seems that Endeavor is now partially Zuko?
You know, I hadn't actually thought of that, but you got a point. But, actually, you know what? Yeah, the scar's even on the right side of the face. He also matches his son, who has a scar on the correct side of the face.
Yes?
I'm honestly surprised he didn't just lose the eye. I was totally expecting him to lose the eye and just wear an eye patch.
Yeah.
Or be even more scary and have a fireball coming out of the hole.
Ooh, that would be disturbing.
Fireball eyes. Just turns into fucking
Ghost Rider.
That's it. Yep, Ghost Rider. I was trying to think of the name. Oh man. Yeah, he's trying to get along with his family. The brother's not having it, which, Fair, considering the shit Endeavor's done.
He was abusive, correct?
Oh, abusive, manipulative, and a piece of shit motherfucker.
Ah, I was just wondering if abuse was the only thing he did or not. But yeah, now that you're saying it, I am remembering.
Yeah, he definitely was trying to manipulate Shoto
Hmm.
around.
It seems that
Not just aggressively, I think mentally too.
it seems his daughter is easier to forgive him.
It's more like it's what she wants, whether or not it's actually happening, it's what she wants to believe based on the little differences that have been popping up. And, you know, at this point, at least to the audience, it seems like Endeavor is trying to actually turn himself around.
Hmm.
Like hell, we even get that point where it's like he finally realizes what it means to be at the top. It means being the one to protect, you know, the future for the next generation. Like he finally understands at least somewhat what All Might was telling him last season about like what does it mean to be strong. I'm curious because this kind of an arc generally in my mind leads to Endeavor's death from a character's perspective. Usually this arc for a character will mean Endeavor dies at some point.
Before the arc is over, or before the
Oh, I don't know
series?
how I don't before the series. I don't know how long this arc will take him to get because he needs to reconcile with his children and eventually his wife. Because as far as we know, he's still not seeing her directly. He's like leaving a flower for her every time he shows up at the hospital in her room because I guess the doctor doesn't want his wife to see him and like trigger a relapse or something.
Hmm.
I think Endeavor will die before the end of the series just based on this kind of character arc.
You do have powers of story guessing, I think it
I've
is.
read a lot of novels, sir. This stuff tends to stick with you. That
Ah,
and watched a lot of TV shows. Like I remember predicting shit in Avatar when it was airing too. And my brother asked me how the hell did I know that was going to happen. I'm like, well, this just happens because of this, this, and this. Like before, like I didn't realize that's what it was. Like it was a trope, but that's what I was predicting. Tropes.
so you are a master of troping.
I wouldn't call myself a master, but I think I can pick up some things.
So you are like a apprentice to the master
You
of
know what? You
troping.
know what? How about we call it this? How about I'm a story detective?
Yes.
I may not get it right all the time, but I can usually pick up the leads
Yes.
and spot the clues.
So what's your thoughts on Deku's dream? I I think All For One somehow gave his quirkless brother one for all.
I mean, that's been confirmed in the previous seasons.
Oh,
I
okay.
believe All Might even tells Deku that.
So is that what he was doing in
That's what
the
I think
dream?
happened. We saw the birth of All for One or One for All.
Hmm.
The quirk being forced into the brother
So
to.
All For One kind of created his own downfall by giving his brother one for all.
Arguably, we haven't seen a downfall quite yet. All for One's still alive after all.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of which, I have a theory.
Okay.
Brain Boy, our little buddy that we keep seeing walk around with like bandages and that gear around his neck and shit, right?
Okay.
Doesn't it look a little reminiscent of some of the shit we saw All for One holding on to when he first showed up? Now this I'm calling back to like season 3 or something when he got taken out, but kind of reminds me of the neck gear All for One was wearing a little bit.
So are you saying that he no, all for one is way too greedy. He wouldn't be willing to create a protege. Maybe?
He kind of has so far with I'm blanking on his name, but the guy that's leading the League of Villains, Shigaraki, I think is his
Yeah,
name.
yeah. But So what are you saying? That he resembles one for all? I mean, all for one. So he is going to become the next all for one?
So here's what I'm thinking, and this is based purely upon the design
And your
and
reading of tropes.
and granted, we have not seen what this guy's like hero outfit is meant to be. We only ever saw him dressed up in like the school jumpsuits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if somebody's gonna have a brain swap somehow, or maybe like being more directly influenced slash possessed or something.
Ooh.
I don't know how it
Ooh.
would happen, but it would not shock me if he could pull like a Captain Ginyu and change bodies.
Well, he has a lot of different powers under his mask.
Well, that and All for One's been around for how fucking long?
At least 150 years, I think it was confirmed.
I want to say it was like at least 100 years or maybe more. Granted, there's plenty of quirks that could explain that he would have stolen, but
I think I heard
body swap would be interesting.
I think I heard he has a slow age quirk.
That could be. That doesn't mean anything if he's trapped inside of a prison cell, though. And if he does that and doesn't tell Shigaraki, and Shigaraki goes to break him out, it's just going to cause even more chaos.
Oh.
Especially, like, who's going to believe that you've been trapped inside of somebody else's body?
Interesting.
It's an interesting, wild, and literally purely based on nothing but the design theory.
Oh. And this is not the thing you found out.
Oh, no. Deku's dream is closer to the thing I found out.
Will you reveal it when it comes up?
Yes, I'll reveal it when it comes up.
Awesome.
I will say it's interesting that we didn't see All Might, right? It was showing a row of people prior to Deku who look like all the other, I'm assuming all the other holders of All for One, because All Might's teacher was there and the first one. But where was All Might? Because I remember Deku mentioning he thought he saw a shadow similar to All Might's the first time when he fought Brain Boy in season 2, but he wasn't there this time.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I have an idea of what it might mean, but I'm not 100% sure. And that idea has to do with the stuff I've already been spoiled on.
Oh, so you don't want to...
I don't want to say anything more because I don't want to spoil you. It might have something to do with that, or it could be something else completely. I can't be certain.
Now, are you pulling the Nier Automata where you say you don't know, but you do know?
I genuinely do not know for sure why he would not be there.
Okay.
It could be what I am spoiled by, or it could be something else. I don't know. I just know that he was not there in that lineup for some reason.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got. I'm trying to think what else. There's not really much else to say.
It seems next time we'll be getting another school tournament.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, that's the next one. It seems like it's just gonna. Well, I don't know if it's a tournament or if it's going to be a free for all between the two classes.
And is Brain Boy part of 1B?
Yes, he was.
So that's why Deku was like, and it's you.
Yeah, but he said it was like a special guest, which I find strange. Why would this guy be a special guest? He's part of Class 1B.
Oh, I must have missed that line.
Yeah, they said special guest, I think. I don't know why he would be one, though.
Special guest. Really interesting.
I'm curious. I don't know. I don't have any real other theories at this point as to where this is going to go. I am curious where these Nomu are coming from, though, because All for One can't make anymore. He's in prison. The only thing I can think of is that he's literally got, like, fucking storage sheds somewhere with these things just lined up in them.
Or maybe he gave the Nomu making quirk to somebody else?
I don't think he'd get rid of the quirk that allows him to take and give quirks.
Oh.
That's like his main thing. I don't see him ever parting with that.
I thought like Nomu making, like, you can create a monster.
That's what he's doing. He's slamming multiple quirks into a single person.
Oh, and that makes no.
That's what makes the Nomu.
I forgot Nomu are human. I'm sorry.
Yes, they're originally human.
I forgot that. I thought Nomu were some kind of beast monster.
Nope.
I forgot they were human.
Nope, they are humans, and their bodies are warped from having multiple quirks put into them. So yeah, I can only assume he has storage shit that's just laying around somewhere.
Wait a minute. Now, what would happen
if
a stand user would get multiple stands? Because I'm reading part 6 now, and
go on.
Haha, that might come up down the line.
It might, but it's in none of the ones I've seen so far.
It would be very interesting to know about that. What would happen if a stand disc was inserted into somebody who already had a stand?
I feel like it would get rejected.
I don't know now.
Well, part of it is literally because, like, the stand is such a personal thing. If you had 2 of them, I think it would not, like, you couldn't. I don't think you could literally do that. The only way it might be possible, and I don't know if this has been explored yet or not, would be multiple personality disorder.
Interesting.
That might be explored in part 8, actually, now I'm thinking about it. But I don't know. I haven't read enough of that.
But
going into JoJo review. we're getting off topic. I can joke about JoJo all day, but hey, we're getting way off topic.
Sorry for sidetrack, but that, but like multiple quirks made me think of multiple stands.
I mean, hey, we do have a stand user in this series.
Yes.
We have Bird Boy and Dark Shadow.
Yes, we do.
As our stand users in this series.
Yes, we do. Oh my god.
I think that's it for this. I don't think there's anything else to add to it.
Not really. Not really.
Well, there we go. I think we can call this one. We can. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go back to my original thing. Where I'm a detective. We can say case closed.
I heard that anime just hit 1,000 episodes or recently.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's been on for years now. But, yep, another sidetrack, case closed.
Oh my god, why?